This is why I think, well, hello everyone, my name is Aaliyah Muhammad. How
Stop.
are you? Okay, my speech is going to be about why I think everyone should switch their diet to a vegetarian one. Okay, being vegetarian has so many benefits. Some obvious, some unknown. It wards off disease. This diet is more helpful than the average American diet, particularly in preventing and treating or reversing heart disease and reducing the risk of cancer. The World Health Organization has classified processed meat, including ham, salami, sausages, and hot dogs, as a class 1 carcinogen, which is a substance capable of causing cancer in living tissue. A low-fat vegetarian diet is the single most effective way to stop the progression of coronary artery disease or prevent it entirely. Cardiovascular disease kills 1 million Americans annually and is one of the leading causes of death in America. But in vegetarians, the mortality rate is much lower. This diet is better for you because you can consume less animal fat and cholesterol and instead consume more fiber and antioxidant-rich produce. You'll keep your weight down, which is awesome because the average American diet is high in saturated fat and processed foods and low in plant-based foods and complex carbs. And complex carbs are things like oatmeal, bread, and beans and things of that nature. This is making us fat and killing us slowly. Also, you'll reduce the risk of foodborne illness. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, as everybody knows, food rich in proteins such as meat, fish, poultry, and seafood are very frequently involved in foodborne illness. Also, you'll be more regular, as in like pooping. Eating more vegetables mean you'll consume more fiber, which pushes waste out the body. Meat contains no fiber. People who eat lower on the food chain tend to have fewer instances of constipation, hemorrhoids, or diverticulitis. Also, you'll avoid lots of toxic chemicals. Lots of meat and dairy products can be laced with steroids or hormones, but you gotta watch out for that. Being vegetarian is definitely not as hard and scary as people make it seem. For me, like I used to be a very bad eater, like cheesesteaks and chicken, fried food from the Chinese store, all of that. And I don't know, like my mom was vegetarian for a long time, and so one day I was just like, you know what, I think I should try that because how is she surviving without eating meat? And that made me realize that I ate meat every day, which was like, so at first I was eating like pizza every day because I didn't know what to eat. I would eat like fried fish, and I was just like, oh, I don't know what to eat. But after a few years, you start getting used to it. It's really not that bad. Also, I think it's better that she didn't force me to become vegetarian. She kind of just led by example. Like, I don't know, it's kind of better when it's better to make your own choice than somebody to force you to.
Right.
Okay. Also, being vegetarian helped me to branch out and try new things. I used to be very closed-minded when it came to food. I wouldn't try any new foods, but if I heard anything healthy, like if it didn't have like 1 grain less of sugar, I wouldn't want it. Like, so being vegetarian also helped me be much healthier than I used to be. Okay, so how confident is everyone in this room that they know what a vegetarian diet is? What do you think a vegetarian diet is?
Something that's filled with healthy foods, such that consists of fiber and all that.
So what does it not consist of?
It doesn't consist of meat and fat foods, like of that nature. If you're going to be a vegetarian, the extra yard would be to be healthy all around. No junk food, no meat, nothing.
Did you know it was 5 different types of vegetarian?
No.
Yep.
Explain.
So the first one is vegan. I think vegan is for people who are pros because being vegan is really hard.
That's
I've
a
tried it for a
disrespect.
day.
That's disrespectful to mankind.
Okay, vegan diet includes meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy, and foods that contain these products. That means like honey or like bread, stuff like that. Kalima's vegan. Kalima's vegan, and she used to be straight up like eating steaks before she became vegan, which is weird. I think that's awesome. Also, it's ovo vegetarian, which excludes meat, poultry, seafood, and dairy, but allows eggs. Pescatarian excludes meat, poultry, dairy, eggs, but allows fish. Lacto-vegetarian excludes meat, fish, poultry, eggs, but dairy products such as milk, cheese, and yogurt and butter are allowed. Lacto-ovo-vegetarian, which I am, is the same, but allows eggs. But I also eat fish. So I'm like lacto-ovo-pescatarian, something in between there. Also, it's a flexitarian, which a lot of people I know are that. It's a plant-based diet, but occasionally eat meat. These kinds of vegetarians do their best to limit their meat intake as much as possible. So, how do you begin your journey to become a vegetarian? So, first, you start by eliminating processed meats like chicken nuggets and sausages and things of that nature. You cut your serving size of meat on your meals. You cut out red meat. You build meals around vegetables instead of building them around meat. That makes it a lot easier too. Also, you observe Meatless Monday. That's really awesome too. So just you start out one day a week, then a couple days a week, maybe the weekend. And so, but I just went cold turkey as a vegetarian, and that was the best decision of my life. Thank you for listening to my speech. Any comments? Just give 1 or 2 comments.
I'm not gonna start eating meat until the video.
I'm actually thinking about becoming a vegetarian, but that's gonna be really hard though.
Yeah.
What about the way I presented my speech? Anything
Oh,
like
that was
Very
awesome though.
nice.
You,
That's it.
you answered all my questions, bro.
Thank you, everyone.
We welcome.